Don't when I see all of you people standing out here in what to me is freezing cold weather. You guys don't seem to mind it a bit, but in Virginia this is called cold as hell. And I agree with what Bruce said earlier. I've never seen a better state, a better community where people work more cooperatively and strategically and courageously and with greater perseverance than what you see here in Maine. Inspiring to me. Thank you to Bruce. Thank you to Jamila, who I don't think is here. To Herb. Hey, there you are. To more people than I can list. And to Code Pink and Veterans for Peace, which are a couple of the groups that I see everywhere around this country doing everything right. We have wars now that we aren't even calling wars. In Pakistan, we're using drones that may be getting based in Maine to commit war crimes, and we don't even talk about it here. In Congress, it's not even discussed. We don't call it a war. We're using mercenaries that are outside the whole discussion of the troops. We have a bigger military budget now than we ever had when Bush and Cheney were co-presidents. We have bases in more nations around the world now than we ever had when Bush and Cheney were presidents. We have more troops in the field in Afghanistan and Iraq combined, plus mercenaries, than we ever had when Bush and Cheney were in town.
That's right.
But when things are bad is when you work the hardest.
That's right.
It's when you work the hardest. You don't put your efforts in when things look easy and like you're about to succeed. You work when it's the hardest. And you know, things would be a hell of a lot worse if not for what you all have been doing in recent years. Things would be dramatically worse in Iraq. We would be in Iran. They have been trying to take us into Iran with almost identical lies for years. For years. Magazine covers this month with nuclear explosions. Iran gets the bomb. And the polling of the American public still says, no, not scared yet. Keep trying. We would have a base in the Czech Republic if not for what some of our brothers and sisters, a handful of people, did there to have their country say no. I was just down in Pennsylvania where the Army has put a video game weapons theme park to teach 13-year-olds that it's fun to kill Muslims with real weapons on video screens in a shopping mall.
Oh my God.
And the people have protested so effectively that the Army is going to shut it down and they're not going to build them in shopping malls across the country. Down in Massachusetts, Amherst just passed a resolution that said, we want the victims of Guantanamo. They're welcome here. Bring them here if you let them out. That should not be the only town in the country that does that. The people in Maine are going to keep control of their water. The people in Maine, I have no doubt whatsoever, are going to keep the drones out. So for those of us who need success stories, they're all around us. They aren't on television very much. They aren't in the newspapers very much. They get left out. They get distorted, but they're all around us. But what do we need them for? The people most responsible for women being able to vote never saw a woman vote. The people most responsible for ending slavery never saw it end. If we can't work on what we have a moral responsibility to work on together in solidarity and enjoy it and let others beyond us carry on and educate young people so they carry on. If we have an attention span of a couple of minutes and we have to be told we're winning before we get involved, then we're not going to win. You all know this. But there are people who need to be told this. There are people who need to be told it's not smart and informed to discourage each other. It's morally inexcusable.